In this video, I'm going to tell you a story about the first ever jungle speed track that I made back in 1991, and also demonstrate that working outside the box in your music productions can lead to some groundbreaking stuff and even turn a red ocean into a blue one. Story. It's 1991. I'm around 20 years old, living in Windsor Road in a place called Leyton. Left to look after my younger brother, living with the love of my life, now known as Lady T, and my two dogs, Rebel and Rizzler. My dream back then was to have a successful record label and for my music to be appreciated and known by everybody in the scene. My studio setup. Back then, my home basement studio was pretty limited compared to now, equipped with two Amiga 1200s, SL1200 turntable, two old school TV screens, an AKAI S950 sampler, three musical keyboards and two drum machines. This is what I now call the brain blueprint. Tiny, simple, but powerful enough to capture old school ideas. A quick side note for anyone who doesn't know what a sampler is. A sampler is a piece of studio equipment that you can use to record sounds from existing vinyl records, films, tapes, or even any real live sounds you can hear, and play them as musical instruments into your productions. And here's the mad part. You've got more memory in your smartphone now than I had in my entire studio back then, as technology was extremely limited, so we had to be creative. At the time, I'd already released Science EP Volume 1 on White House Records. Musically, we were deep in the early hardcore era. The speed of music back then was roughly 132 to 158 BPM. What is BPM, you may ask? BPM is how we measure how fast music is. To make things easy, think of BPM as miles per hour on a car. Back then we were doing about 130 miles an hour to 158 miles per hour. AKA BPM. The scene was splitting into directions: dark hardcore, TV themed hardcore, and happy hardcore. Comment down below if you remember the old school days, or you remember the split in the music, and name a few tunes from 1991, 1992 era that you like. Breakthrough. Because back then my sampler was so limited, I had to speed up the breaks before sampling them, just to fit more sounds in. One day I sped up an intro beat from vinyl onto the Amiga. It was actually a track by DJ Edge called Compounded. Edge Records release number 1. Big up to DJ Edge. Absolute Dungeons killer. One of my all-time favourites. Next I laid the beat down and played it back at around 170 BPM. Even though it sounded madly fast at the time compared to the tunes back then, it also sounded cool to me, so I continued to experiment. I had no idea at the time that this would be the norm speed for the future genre called D&B jungle. It sounded mad, way too fast back then, but I loved it. So I leaned into it, I added a second beat, an amen loop, hardcore stabs, a bass line, a string breakdown. Eventually the track came together and I labelled it as Dark 3. Something completely out of the box. Watch this video to the end to see a live demo of this track on Octamed. I later played it to DJ Pesce. He liked it and he decided to play it out in his DJ set. He told me that he had to slow it right down to fit it in the mix with his current tracks. For those of you who are DJs, -8 on the Technics turntables. After about a year, having it smashed on dubplate, I took it to White House Records. They signed it and released it on the Science EP Volume 2. And the rest is history. Closing thoughts. If you're making music, make what you feel. It's okay to be different, go with the flow, break the rules. This is how new sounds and genres are born. Like and subscribe if you like old school hardcore, D&B jungle. Thanks for watching.